Good morning. So a couple of days ago I did a short little video clip and I talked about Michelle's quilt and showed you a little bit about it. But what I didn't realize was some people were going to see that video that had no idea what I was talking about or who Michelle was. So I thought I'd take just a minute to say that Michelle is one of my co-workers. She's a good friend and she is going through, she's battling cancer right now. She's been doing chemo for about 3 months. She's having a few struggles along the way. So we're doing this as a fundraiser, trying to help her because she's had lots of trips back and forth. And so this is just the one talent I have that I can use to try and help raise money for her. So I had promised some people that along the way I would kind of show how the progress was going. And when we get this done, we're going to raffle the quilt off, and 100% of the proceeds will go directly to Michelle. And I do have another person who's helping me oversee the money, just in case there's any questions about that. But anyway, since the last video, I've made several more stars to go on the quilt. And today I thought I'd just show you kind of just quickly show you how I cut out those stars and get ready to put them together. So I'm going to turn my camera off and turn it around so you can see what I'm doing, and I'll start it back up. Okay, I hope you can see this, and all I'm going to do is show you really quickly how I cut out a star and just how it comes together. It don't take but a few minutes. But I start out with 4 strips of fabric. 2 of them will be the same, and then 2 different ones. And I just stack them on top of each other and make sure they're really, really straight. That's the key to this thing. And we want to cut these in 45-degree angles. So I have a ruler that's got a 45-degree line on it. So I use that and line it up with my middle seam. And I make my first cut. And that gives me an angle. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I want 2.5-inch pieces after that. So I'm going to turn this around because I'm right-handed and cut from this side. I have to make the first cut the other way. Okay. So I'm going to go off of this angle and just measure over 2.5 inches and make another cut. Okay. And that gives me 2 pieces that look like that. Okay, and I have to do that 8 times. So that'll give me 16 little pieces. So I'm gonna do that 8 more times. And I thought of something while I'm doing this, I'll tell you. If I have any more friends out there who like to sew and are interested in helping make the back of this quilt, I'm open to that. If you'll just give me a call and we'll talk about how to get all that done. I guess the only thing I ask is that you use 100% cotton and something that would somewhat match what we have going on here. Could actually just be one big solid piece, I guess. But anyway, I'm open to somebody else helping. I do have a plan for the binding for the quilt, but other than that, I'm open to suggestions. Okay, there's 4 of them. I'm going to do that 4 more times. And also, people that know me usually know that during the day at lunchtime, I go up to the park in Independence with my computer, and I usually work up there because I can plug up my computer and just work up a storm up there. No interruptions or anything. But next week I'm going to take my sewing machine up there with me, and I'll sit there for a while and sew a few strips together or something. Anything I can do like that helps. So if anybody wants to come up to the park around 11:30 or 12, I'll be up there sewing if you want to join in. Okay, so I got all those cut, and I'm just going to kind of lay them out here in a pattern so you can see how they come together. So if you open them up and then just flip one of them around, let's see, I'm wanting the red to be in the middle of this one. So they're going to be like this. Okay. And this is how we lay it out. I'm thinking this quilt's going to be about a queen size. Whoops. Got that one wrong. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to need about 20 stars. I'll know when I get closer there. I have a bed that I just lay things out on and kind of judge it as I go, but I'm trying to make all the stars just a little bit different if I can, a little bit different color scheme. At some point I may have to repeat one, but that'll be okay. This gets confusing when you're going in a circle. Alright, a couple more. And then I'm going to show you the ones that I've already made. Okay. And then there's a particular way to incorporate the black into it, and maybe I'll get an opportunity to show you that. So anyway, this is how it all comes together. You can't tell exactly, but you get the idea. So that's what they look like. Okay, so I just laid them down on the floor. So you see, I'm trying to make all of them just a little bit different, and they'll all have black incorporated into it, and then a border around the edge. So anyway, just stay tuned for more, and I'll try not to bore you with a bunch of videos and just update you along the way. Thanks.